No, you think he can defend me?
Hi and welcome to Unclean Sheet, and Dean is here right with me after Arsenal defeated Chelsea 1-0. Dean, thoughts about the game?
That was crap. That was horrible. That's not football. That I didn't. How? You did not. I mean, you barely created any chances. We created all the chances. Hit the crossbar twice. Havertz can't score a one-on-one. Rob Holding spawns in front of the goal. And I was looking. I was looking forward to the game. I saw the lineup. I'm like, actually, this works. Solid side. We can smack Arsenal today. They're ripe for the taking. And then no creativity. Can't take our chances. Too slow. Whatever Jorginho did. Ridiculous. Honestly.
Do you think Arsenal were lucky? Because that's what I'm sure a lot of fans are gonna say. Arsenal got lucky.
Definitely, 100%.
Lucky.
Completely 100%.
Okay, so here's one thing I'd like to point out is there was this one game, I think it was against Chelsea or not, but we had Kolasinac back then, and Kolasinac made a back pass to David Luiz, and that's how Chelsea scored. And that's how I think Arsenal lost. I don't remember what game it was, but that's how Chelsea won the game 1-0. So I think taking advantages of this mistake is a part of the game. I'm not saying Arsenal was good. Arsenal was crap. Partey was bad. I think the most of the team was bad. Even I think I saw Aubameyang talking to your team, Chelsea players, and I thought like he's one step away from switching his shirts and like I want to be a part of Chelsea or something. But do you actually think like Arsenal got lucky?
Yeah. The amount of chances we missed, you definitely got lucky. Rob Holding off the line, we hit the crossbar twice in the space of 3.5 seconds. We completely dominated you in terms of possession, quality of chances created, crosses, corners, pretty much every statistic. But the one thing that you outdid us in is actually scoring a goal, and that's why you won. You crap during the game. You did nothing. Ball possession was all over. He scored a goal.
Speaking of the possession thing, I'd like to quote Mourinho. You can take the ball home. We're gonna take 3 points home.
Yeah. As a Chelsea fan, I would know that feeling very well. Look at the 2012 Champions League final. I think Bayern in that game had 167% possession. Yet we won. Hey, it's part of the game. Sometimes you get lucky. You win some, you lose some.
What do you think about the the reason you guys lost the Jorginho masterclass? What do you think about that?
I don't know what he was thinking there, honestly. Kepa's position could have been, definitely. Kepa's positioning could have been a little bit better.
Kepa actually did really good. Like the way he, tried to save that ball, he pushed the ball back out of the line.
Definitely. His recovery was excellent, yes. But initially, I think the positioning, maybe he could have been a bit more to the left. I think that's where you see the issue of not being a regular in the side. Obviously Jorginho playing with Mendy all the time, playing those passes to him. He knows where Mendy is all the time, and that's probably where Mendy would be if he was playing today, but still should have done better there, Jorginho.
Why didn't Kante
And I
start?
think that
I mean,
the FA Cup finals on Saturday, so I think
but that's a bigger
probably
game.
yeah. Even Timo Werner, I think
Yeah.
that means he's going to start.
I think Chelsea. If you ask me, as I was not rooting for Arsenal, but it kind of feels good that Arsenal won, though it means nothing. So I'm not happy that Arsenal won because it actually means nothing. Though we made a double over you guys, but it actually means nothing. But I think having Kante would have been, you guys could have actually solidified yourself at the third place.
Probably, yeah. But rotation's a part of the game. You have to rotate your squad, especially if you have a cup final on the weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't risk your best player, or rather your most important player at the time. So,
True.
I mean,
Jorginho is how is Jorginho still at Chelsea? I don't know. He's not the kind of player that should be playing for a top 16. Is what I believe.
Actually, Jorginho's been excellent for us.
Yeah, but his mistake has costed you guys a lot of points.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, everyone's allowed to make a mistake every once in a while. I mean, this was a very stupid mistake, but at the end of the day, he has been excellent for Chelsea. I mean, he had 2 masterclasses against Real Madrid. He's played well against City, both times, beat them this season. He is a very good player. He's very smart. He does what he does well, but he has some deficiencies. Concentration usually isn't one of them, but today, he just caught him in an off day. Caught Chelsea in an off day, so it happens. But I have no doubt over Jorginho.
That's the thing with almost all the big clubs. I mean, every big club has a bad midfielder. I mean, City has, I think, maybe Rodri or Fernandinho. United have Fred. Spurs, I'm not gonna talk about Spurs. Chelsea have Jorginho. Arsenal has Xhaka. Xhaka has been really good for us, but if you ask any Arsenal fan, they're gonna say, nah, Xhaka is not the answer to our midfield. Do you think it's time to move Jorginho on with the summer transfer window?
Nah, definitely not. I mean, what he brings to the side is quite immense. I mean, he can, in a lot of games, he can control the midfield completely. I mean, if he's got Kante next to him, he can run the midfield, no problem. String passes together, knit the defense and the attack together. He brings great leadership qualities. I mean, he's very outspoken, controlled. I mean, you can see when he's dribbling, he's always pointing towards where he wants players to move, always directing people, always available for a pass. He's a great player, and I don't think we should let him go. I mean, if anything, we could add another midfielder to the squad. I mean, we've only got Gilmour, Kovacic, and Kante in that. Rather, Gilmour, Kovacic, Kante, Jorginho in that midfield area, and maybe we could use maybe one more defensive midfielder, especially if we're going to be using double pivots a lot.
Do you think that was a bold move to play Gilmour? I mean, Gilmour had a very, very average game against City. And then you don't play a youngster in this game. I mean, Arsenal obviously has, I can actually say that Arsenal has a better youngster than most Premier League teams. But that's about it. Because Smith Rowe has, this is probably his second back-to-back man of the match. And that guy's been really good for us.
सेक्स कर दूंगा पता भी नहीं चलेगा भाई सेक्स कर दूंगा.
How confident are you going into that final against Leicester?
Still confident, yeah. I mean, with the return of Kante, that should see a huge spring in our step. Rudiger coming back, obviously he's going to be big. Edu Mendy coming back into the side, that's going to be big. Timo Werner as well, even though he misses chances left, right, and centre. I mean, he's still massively important for the attackers, and it showed today with his direct running, his movement in behind, how he floats into the channels. and actually presses. He works extremely hard, and that's a quite valued quality for a player playing for Thomas Tuchel. So yeah, I'm still quite confident going into the final, and I guess a positive you could take out of this defeat is that we did control possession. We were quite confident on the ball, especially playing up from the back, and maybe this was just a kickstart, maybe a kick up the arse that we needed to say, hey, you know, we've been playing well, we've got to the finals, but there's still more work to do, and we have to keep going.
Do you think this is where a striker actually comes in? Because you guys created a lot of chances. Arsenal just created that one good chance. I mean, they didn't create it. It was served to them on a silver platter. But do you think this is where you actually need a really good striker? And Giroud, obviously, you know, he came on and he saw Arsenal and he probably thought that his Arsenal form came back probably. But do you think this is where you guys really need a good striker to finish those chances?
Definitely. I mean, if you want to win titles, if you want to be the best team in the world, you have to take your chances. You have to score goals, and that's how Bayern Munich win. I mean, they've got Lewandowski up front. I mean, the results speak for themselves. I mean, you got a guy there scoring 40 goals a season. Look at Lionel Messi. Look at Karim Benzema carrying Real Madrid. You know, I mean, Liverpool with Salah, Harry Kane for Tottenham. I mean, Romelu Lukaku for Inter. You need a striker that scores the goals. You need to have a striker that scores 20, 25 goals a season, at least minimum in the league, for you to actually compete at the highest level and produce, solid results. So we definitely need to invest in a striker in the summer. I mean, we've been linked with Haaland, we've been linked with Lukaku, we've been linked with Kane. I've seen recent links with Mo Salah. I mean, that would be a stupid move, if anything, because he's not an out-and-out 9. He's more of a winger, and that would cause a bit too much friction in the side. And but I think if we can, my preferred option would probably be between Kane and Lukaku, because I think Haaland would cost way too much money. I mean, he's going to be 150, 200 million easy, because, Dortmund don't particularly need to sell. And Mina Raiola's a Haaland agent, so he's going to ask for stupid agent fees. So Harry Kane or Romelu Lukaku should be the priority this summer. And I've heard Lukaku doesn't want to leave Inter. But again, Chelsea is a better side. But, it's not only up to quality of the squad. It's also up to, what the player wants.
Can't understand a word of it. It's like hire a proofreader, guys. Come on.
Congratulations. I was going to say best of luck, but I said congratulations. No. I'm not happy about this win, but best of luck for the final. Let's see what happens against Leicester. And is London red, blue? Who knows? I'm not going to say London is red.
I don't think you can.
Let's not go there. We really can't say that, but for now we do have the banter, right? So
you do have to admit that. But I mean, what do you think Arsenal need to do in the summer for you to get back to where you think you should be?
I said I'm not I've said this before. Like, I'm not an Arsenal fan until the owner leaves. Yeah, that's the only right way to go.
So Kroenke out.
You guys, obviously Kroenke out. You guys have a wonderful owner, and he gave Lampard 200 million. He's about to give Tuchel 200 million, and you guys are competing for Champions League right now.
Yeah,
probably you might. I mean, you guys will be seen as contenders for the Premier League title next season.
Definitely.
So that's what an owner does to a team, and Arsenal they can't do that with a good owner, without a good owner.
Yeah. Because realistically, I mean, the squad does need heavy investment. I mean, you need to sort out the back line. I mean, you've got Kieran Tierney, and he's a gem. So at least that's a starting point, But again, you need someone maybe to partner Gabriel, maybe a new right back.
We actually have
definitely a new midfield, new forward line. It's a lot of work. A few years, I think. And definitely Kroenke leaving would fast track that, because
for me, Arteta is not I mean, like Mark Goldbridge said, sacking a manager is a very old card owners throw, to secure themselves, like to give a false hope for the fans. There's a new manager, this is a new start, trust the process and all that bullshit. But for now, fans and everyone should. I think Arsenal fans have kind of failed. They should have hired a hitman to assassinate Kroenke, maybe, or just to get rid of Kroenke's. That's the only way to go for me. Like kill Kroenke or like abduct his wife or something. Yeah, abduct his wife, kidnap his kids.
I'm going to jail!
Cheers, man, and best of luck for the final.
Cheers, man. Appreciate. Good win today. I guess any win is a good win.
Not really for Arsenal fans, but yeah, it kind of feels good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.